Alright, what's up, fellas? I've been fighting this carburetor for a long time now. This right here, this section right here, apparently likes to warp. I was having some problems with idle, having some problems sometimes with high RPM, this, that, the other. I sprayed some ether around the carburetor while it was idling, and it seemed to change the idle a little bit. Not really drastically, but I put some feeler gauges in there, and I had a gap of about 5 thousandths. So I did some research, did some soul searching, I guess, and I think I got it pretty much licked here, and I'm trying to get this carb back together, get it on the car, see if I fixed it. I used a couple things. Not that. Yeah. I used a couple things that was suggested to get this thing back straight and take that warp out, and I think I've got it. So, I'm gonna get it back together. I'm gonna try and get my car back so I can freaking drive this thing. I've been working on. Oh, I didn't say. What else happened to this thing? I went ahead and bought an alternator. This kit is. I think basically this is a GM alternator. There's and you guys will know what it is, I'm sure. But there's a GM alternator that they can pretty much make into whatever you need. So this is a 6-volt positive ground, single wire. And what I come to find out is when I blew my battery up, and actually it went the opposite way. When I changed the voltage regulator out, the battery started dying after that. So I put the meter on it, and I was checking with the meter. I mean, it was jumping all over the place at the generator. So it was the generator. I still don't really know. I mean, I'm not a big electrical guy, so I'm still really not sure what the generator was doing, what inside was bad. But you know, generator's gone. I'm done fooling with it. If I can, I will get, you know, what I need and just replace it. So so I got the carb off. I'm fixing the carb. The generator, this alternator is charging at 7 to 7.5, which is right where I need it. What else I do? Fuel gauge was shorting out, so I replaced some wire in the back. Now the fuel gauge is working again. The blower motor inside didn't work. Found out that was some wiring underneath that cloth cover on the wire, on those old wires. I mean, it's peeling back in sections on the car. You know, it's just old wiring is what it is, so it's grounding out, and so I'm fixing it as I go, you know. So now the blower motor is working inside the car. Antifreeze, the little diverter valve underneath the dash, changed the little rubber diaphragm in there. Finally found the part at Napa and changed out the little rubber. There's a little rubber diaphragm inside the actual valve, so got that changed out. So now if I turn the heat off, it used to be when I turn the heat off, it would leak antifreeze underneath the it would pour out from underneath the dash. So now I got it to where I could turn the heat off, now that it's the end of summer, and I'm going to leave it on. But now it's cold, we're starting to get a little colder out. You know, our days of summer are limited now. I've got the heat working and the blower motor working, so I can blow some hot air on, you know, into the car if I need to. All that's not going to matter, unfortunately, here in a little bit, because that Nissan, I'm about fed up with it just sitting there in the driveway. I don't know, it's like $100 some, $200 to get another computer ECU for it. So that's my winter beater. I think I might get that going a little bit early, and then start on the car, start on the Ford with the body work. I'm pretty anxious to get started on body work videos. So, you know, with the bug, I feel like I let myself down on that. Everything's gone. Volkswagen related is gone. And the guy that bought the body actually ended up reselling it. You know, doesn't hurt my feelings, but you know, he said he was going to build a car, and you're kind of excited because you think, well, finally this car, you know, at least the body will get on the road. And then he's just a bullshitter, you know what I mean? He's just fucking talking out of his ass, and you know, he just turned around and resold it. So there's that little lowrider bike. That's a shifter that originally came on it there. Yeah. So oh, and there's little for cabs. Anyway, so yeah, you know, I kind of feel like I don't know, you know, when you don't finish something and you move on, it's kind of, I owe it to myself to put a good paint job on this car and rock it out. You know, I'm gonna do a good paint job. People said your first coat or your first paint job, stay away from pearls and metallics and all this other shit. You know, I'm not going to. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and you know, if I mess it up, so be it. But at least I tried, and then I'll just keep doing it until I get it on there. So, you know, I was looking at candies. I don't want to do a candy. I like pearl colors. I was thinking of pearl. That blue color that I had, that metallic blue, is still up for grabs. If I can get somebody that'll mix it for a decent price. I might check with Andrew. I don't know how much a gallon kit would be for that, but I don't know. You know, we'll see. I'll be on kind of a budget though, because 3 weeks now I haven't been smoking. 3 weeks. I used to do I was doing the e-cigs. I stopped doing that because I figured if I'm still putting nicotine in my body, what the hell's the point? So I stopped doing that, and so now you know, Christmas, the deal was I get a compressor, preferably one like this. This, of course, is my my dad's compressor. It's been a good compressor. He's had it for shit, I don't know, 15 years, 10 or 15 years. So yeah, that's been a good compressor. And I can't think of one thing that's broken on that thing. I mean, I really can't recall him ever having to work on that at all. So that's been a good one. So, alright, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Like I said, we're gonna, you know, I want to start doing these bodywork videos. I'm gonna start probably by replacing the floor once I get my new compressor. See that? Yeah, that's not gonna fly. So I'm gonna cut this floor out and start replacing some shit in here, and then go from there. So here's my mascot. Yeah, Red Baron's still alive. I haven't forgotten about it. Later, guys.